From amidst the city's 7+ hills, welcome to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready, and we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. Finds a man right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Making the tackle, Shelby Harris.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st. Running it after the penalty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line. He's a tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Go left side and Tillman has it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action now. Burrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
The give on 2nd, it's Brown. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
To the air, Sanders. And getting a screen pass for Judkins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll go. It's Sanders. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Burrow to the air now. Dumped off to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. A tight end in motion now. Brown on the inside give. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Burrow on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Burrow from the gun. He brings it in. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So we've reached the end of one on the first day of the new year. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Burrow's going to sneak it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Browns, nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Play action, Sanders. And the catch is made, but he's out of bounds. Oh, wait a second, but there's a penalty on the play. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Third and long here for Sanders. Making the call himself. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
The Browns are lining up to punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Going play action here. Burrow. Completed to his running back. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A give left side to Brown. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders setting to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. They'll go play action for Sanders. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to run for it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Burrow on the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack. Working out of the gun, Sanders. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Schmidt connects, and they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Going with Brown on the ground. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going to the ground again. Oh, Brown has him knocked out. And the Browns pick it up. And the ball's going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line. No gain. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Judkins on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
That's taken at the 15. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, Burrow to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 2nd and 10 now, it's Burrow. Middle of the field, and he's got Chase. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, it's Burrow. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. To the air again, it's Burrow. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Bengals first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. To throw again. It's Burrow. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. McPherson's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Another one for Judkins. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Burrow setting up the play action. That one's incomplete over the middle. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And he's caught, and it's Higgins again. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Burrow on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Moving into enemy territory. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Brown quick on the draw here. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. So after they march off the 5 yards, here's 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. And it's Carson Swessinger who got over there for the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A run with Brown. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Burrow from the gun. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, Judkins. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Another game to Judkins. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Sneak here. Lost control of another one. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession.
Recovered by the offense.
All set now. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Sanders. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Running it after the penalty. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's 3rd and long coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Tillman down the field, and he's got it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Judy now in motion left. Handoff now to Judkins. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Catch made left side by Judy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Sanders now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up fourth down.
Just overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation, or equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. So that brings us to the end of 3 on New Year's Day. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Burrow to the air now. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. Ooh, puts him there under this one, right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Sanders setting the pass. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 43-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Brown. Shoots away from one. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff to Piron. We hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. From the gun, a gift to Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Brown again. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have likely locked up the win right there. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Browns getting their offense out there. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. That's him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look it up. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's Tillman on the quick slant. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Sanders back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now they face second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Here's Judkins on second down. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing from the gun here. That one's caught by Tillman. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it downs from 37. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To throw now is Sanders. Through the middle. Pass caught. 9-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. And here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, this is Pirine. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Turn up.
Burrow back to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Brown on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 46-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
A loss of 1.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one, and yes, they did. Bengals football.
His 48-yard line.
They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And this will stick them back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback. There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Brown on the carry. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. On the ground, Brown. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a 2nd time. That's going to bring him to 4th down. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. McPherson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders now. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Working out of the gun, Sanders hits him on the in route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. They were riding the high that came from that 4th down stop, and now they're experiencing the low as they have to head back out because of that penalty. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To the air, Sanders. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Making the call himself. And give him the 1st down on that run, partner, as Sanders slides to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Sanders setting the pass. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Throwing again here, Sanders. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Line up the design keeper. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.